Yo, what's up guys? I'm in my hotel room right now drinking some bulletproof coffee. And it's time for a video. So I'm back in my hotel room right now, still in London, and as many of you guys know, I'm still on a 6-week keto shred. So if you don't know what that is, go watch the other video and find out. But right now I want to talk about something that's related, but a little bit different. So I'm getting some messages on my Facebook from people who have questions, and I wanted to answer one of the questions I got. So one of the questions was from someone, and he pretty much said, "Hey Will, I know you're on a 6-week keto shred right now, and you're trying to cut body fat, but what if you were trying to bulk? What if you were trying to gain muscle mass on a ketogenic diet?" So I'm going to answer that question for you and explain to you that you can bulk on a ketogenic diet. So in order for you to bulk, you have got to be in a surplus. This is the biggest and most important thing that I want you to pay attention to right now. You've got to be in a surplus. You have to be eating more calories than you're burning in a day in order for you to gain mass. So this is going to be useful for you to know, and there are two types of calories that you burn during the day. First, there's your BMR, and second, there's the calories that you burn being active. So your basal metabolic rate is pretty much the amount of calories that you would burn during the day if you laid in your bed and did nothing all day. I swear to God, he sleeps all day. Everyone's BMR is different. For instance, mine personally is right around 1900 calories. So theoretically, I could lay around in bed all day and eat 1900 calories and not gain any weight or lose any weight. So that's your BMR. It's how many calories you would burn if you just laid in bed all day. So there are also calories that you burn when you walk around your house, there's calories that you burn when you work out, and there's calories that you burn when you're just sitting in a chair fidgeting around with your thumbs and moving your leg around. All those calories, the ones that you burn doing things during the day, those are your active calories. So during the day, someone might burn like 200 calories just walking around and having a low activity day. And then during a different day where you're running around all day, walking through the city, doing tons of stuff, being super busy, you might burn like 500 or 600 or whatever. You might burn a lot more calories. So those are your active calories burned. So here's the takeaway that you can learn from this video. I want you to have a rough estimate of how many calories you burn during the day. So step one to figuring out how many calories you burn during the day. Get online and go on Google and search BMR calculator. I'll link one in the description below so you can click on that one if you want to, and you can get a rough estimate of what your BMR is. For someone my size, it's going to be about 1900 or 1800 or something like that. So I swear to God, you better figure it out right now and write it on a piece of paper or keep it in mind. Step two to figuring out how many calories you burn is to figure out how many calories you burn being active in a day. So the number of calories you actively burn during the day is a little bit more tricky to calculate because every single day you're doing different things and you're walking around a different amount. And you might exercise 4 times this week and 5 times next week. So I'm going to keep it simple for you, and I'm just going to put another link in the description below, and you're going to calculate your total calories burned during the day. So this calculator takes into account how active you are. So calculate that and write that number down. Alright, so now you know your BMR and you know your daily calories in total that you burn. So pretty much take your daily calories total and subtract your BMR from that number. And now you kind of know how many calories you burn during a day for a specific lifestyle that you chose in that calculator. So that's a good rough estimate for you. Alright, so let's look at that second number. That is your maintenance calories. That is how many calories you burn during the day in your body. So pretty much you could eat that number of calories and you wouldn't gain weight and you wouldn't lose weight. That is your maintenance calories. So let's pretend your maintenance calories are 2,500 calories a day. So that's how many calories your body burns throughout the day. You burn through 2,500 calories. Now, in one day, you eat 2,000 calories when you burn 2,500. So pretty much you're going to burn weight and you're going to lose body mass. That is how people cut. If you want to gain weight, you're going to have to eat more than 2,500 calories. You're going to have to eat 3,000 calories or 3,500 calories, and you will start to put on weight. So that's just how it works. There's pretty much no way around the age-old calories in, calories out rule, even when you're in ketosis. So in order to bulk while in ketosis, you have to really pay attention to your macros. So for those of you who don't know, here are your 3 macronutrients. You've got carbs, protein, and fat. You've got to eat more calories in order to bulk, but remember, we are keeping carbs below 25 grams a day in order to stay in ketosis. Boom! Forget about carbs, 25 grams a day, and that's it. Now what about protein? This one's interesting. While on a keto diet, you're eating about 25% protein, which for me is about 125 grams of protein per day. Now if you go over this number, we need to know and remember that your body can convert protein to glucose. So if we eat too much protein, we go right out of ketosis. Boom, 125 grams of protein per day, and that's it. So where does that leave us in terms of macronutrients? Your last macro and the last place you're able to up your calories is your fats. Yes, you need to eat lots and lots of fats in order to bulk while on a ketogenic diet. All your extra calories are going to be coming from fats. So for instance, during a 2,000 calorie ketogenic diet, your fats are at about 166 grams per day. You basically need to double that in order to be in a caloric surplus while bulking on keto. You might think that's crazy and you're like, oh man, well that's a lot of fats. But that's how you're going to bulk while staying in ketosis. Alright, so I'm about 6 days into a 6-week keto cut, and after this keto cut, I'm going to bulk for you while in ketosis. I'm going to eat a normal amount of protein for a ketogenic diet. I'm going to stay under 25 grams of carbs per day, and I'm basically going to double my fat intake in order to bulk while on a ketogenic diet. So, subscribe to my channel so I can keep you updated along the way. I have about 5 more weeks of cutting, and then I'm going to do a huge calorie surplus to prove to you that you can bulk while on keto. Subscribe to the channel so you can see the results, and I've got a Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and everything else so you can see the progress along the way. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope I answered your question.